Hello spooky people, my name is Betty, but you welcome me back and welcome back to the channel, and also welcome back to Focalor, our beautiful alien planet meets spaceship island. Today we have another humongous area to tackle. It is the campsite area. It's this absolutely huge empty space behind Nook's Cranny and Abel's sisters, and kind of in front of Diva's house. Yeah, it's big. It's very empty. It has this tiny little water feature and also these rocks, which I do intend to keep in. But yeah, my goal for today is just to fill this all with beautiful alien and nature planet stuff and just make it look kind of presentable. So with that being said, let's put on our hard hat and let's get this party started. So like I said, the main thing that I want to focus on is making this area very natural and overgrown, but I also obviously need to kind of pick up some of the design aspects of the areas that are surrounding this area so that it just doesn't stick out like a sore thumb. But if there's one thing that we need for natural overgrown areas, it is trees, and that's what we're starting out with. I'm kind of marking out places where I want trees to be, but at this point in time I don't really know where trees can actually be planted because, as you guys know, Animal Crossing and buildings and trees surrounding buildings, it never works out the way that you want it to work out. So what I did here is just try and put down some trees, kind of figure out at least a fragment of the placing, and then at a later point we will obviously time travel and I'll take a little look-see at which trees kind of grew in and which didn't, and then we'll figure it out. Yeah, I think we're doing the time traveling right now. Yeah. As you can see, bushes grew in, very beautiful, but then again, some of the trees just didn't work. And Nintendo, please tell me why that is. Like, why can't we just put the things close to the buildings? But okay, you know, I guess if there would be like a storm and it fell onto the house, there's like a liability. I get it. Tom Nook doesn't want to get hit into that kind of business, but you know, all right. I just replanted all of these trees and kind of refigured out this area. Because, let's be honest, if there's one thing that I love, it's a bunch of heckin' trees, okay? And so I want to have a lot of them surrounding this area. But I do have to admit, I wish that we had some more bamboo trees in here, because I don't know if I've even planted a single one up here. I don't know, but that's something that I might go back and do at a later point. Although, now that I'm saying this, I don't think I because I'm lazy. But you know, it's the thought that counts. Yeah, no, I didn't have any bamboo shoots anymore, so I just said, you know what? Okay, you know, freestyle. Let's just freaking do it. We obviously also can't forget this little outcrop that we have over here. I didn't really know what to do with it. At first I thought I was gonna put some decorations on it, but then I was like, nah, you know what? No, it's just gonna be natural. It's just gonna be a nice little natural, delicious little area, which I perfectly planned to be big enough to put a tree on it. So that's a win in my book. Very well done, past Peps. But now we're getting into the kind of items and code placing stuff. I think I started out with placing the pathing around almost the entire area, but I did not leave all of that in, because that's honestly the biggest part of this entire build. It's just me placing paths and redoing it. To give you a general idea, I'm putting down kind of windy paths of my alien path, and then I'm connecting them with my wooden planks, kind of swirling them around in a pattern that allows me to put another like selection of flowers and also bushes in between, because that's just what I like. And then for the items, obviously we gotta go for these alien looking plants. I was thinking about putting a vine here, but then I remembered that I only have one left and I kind of want to use that near the secret beach. So I decided, you know what, no, we're gonna go with these absolutely gorgeous big flowers that I don't think I've used too much on this island, and I think I should have used more of them. But that's beside the point. Obviously, like I said, I need to kind of connect the areas that are below this area with the campsite. So I did put up this Stonehenge, which we also have down in Clay's area with a maze. We have that. And then here in this left corner at some point, I don't even know if I left it in, I tried building a fake house with a gazebo and with some pillars, but then it didn't turn out too great. It was kind of blocking everything and it was kind of ugly. So I just removed that, and I think at a later point we'll put some just some pillars there and leave it kind of open and natural. And this little wooden path that we have to the left here, this leads to the, well, how can I say this? The outlook area, because I wanted this area to be accessible. You can get to it from the bottom and then also obviously from here, from the top. And if you stand there, you can take some banger pictures, which is genuinely all that I wanted. I wanted a nice area for you to take pictures of the area below. Slay, we did that. And here you can see I was trying to fit this big pine tree here and kind of seeing where I could potentially put some other flowers and plants. But then ultimately, Jesus Christ, ultimately I decided that this volcano would be a better option, because I didn't use this item yet on the island and I actually really love it because it's, you know, it's nice and cute and interactive. And then I decided to put the pine tree here beside, my God, what's wrong? Behind Abel's sisters, so that we have a little bit of a bigger item peeking out when you're walking down below. When you're walking in front of Abel's sisters and Nook's Cranny, you can kind of see the pine tree poking out over the shops, which the volcano would not have done. So yeah, and as you can see here, we're putting down just these little pillars. I think they fit really well because we have the stone maze with Clay's yard, and then we also have directly to the left the little alien transition area that we decorated in the last video. It also has the beautiful little pillars there, so that's fitting pretty nicely. And now I'm just going around and planting a heck ton of flowers, because I need to get rid of my flowers. No, I just have a lot of colorful flowers left in front of Drago's house, and I wanted to spice this area the fuck up. Okay, I think this area looks so good. There are so many beautiful, colorful plants here. I just genuinely really love how this turned out. But, you know, an area just isn't complete without all the glowing moss, and we're going ham. We're going crazy, going stupid. And I don't know if you've noticed, but in some areas of this area, well, that sounded dumb. Anyways, in some places in this area, I have also planted some pumpkins as well as some sugarcane for some height. And I think that I need to utilize this more, maybe also on future islands, because it just breaks up the flower bush grass or like weeds situation. So that's just absolutely stunning. And as you can see now, we're adding in some little guys, we're adding in some gyroids. I just think that they are so freaking adorable, and they give this area just a little bit more of a cutesy touch, which I'm very, very happy with, because you can just see them poking out in between the flowers, especially when all the trees are grown, and it just looks absolutely adorable. And as a last little thing for this area, we are obviously going to drop some star fragments. I decided to not focus too much on like reddish, pinkish, orange. Okay, I say that and I just put a red star on. Great girl, well done. No, but I decided to also put in some of the blues and purplish looking stars, because I think we've neglected those. And obviously also some of the natural, normal yellow stars, just to add a little bit more pizzazz for when you walk through this area at night, which is the time that I will set this island to. And then, you know, it all just is nice and glowing, and you've got the little gyroids singing their songs, you know, doing the little jiggy jaggy. And yeah, that is almost done. Well, yeah, as you can see, we obviously need to grow in the trees and also maybe stunt some of the trees, but that is what I will do right now, and then we'll see each other in the final area. And as you can see, we have a little campsite, a visitor. This wasn't actually planned because I still needed to time travel one more day, but I just couldn't let this opportunity pass me. So let's go inside and see who we have as our first visitor of this decorated campsite. Oh my god! Look at her. She is so freaking cute. I love Mary. She is an absolute babe. But now let me show you how this area looks like when it's actually finished and at night. There we are, my beautiful spooky people. I really love how this area turned out. It is so beautiful, so overgrown, natural, green, colorful. It is just an absolute banger. And with that being said, I really hope that you enjoyed this. I really hope that I will see you guys in the next time. And until then, I suggest you guys stay spooky, people. Goodbye.